Let's see the architecture of this software defined network. What is the architecture? And when let's say we want to deploy the software defined network in our institute, so what is the requirement? So generally this software defined architecture has three layers. Okay, the first layer is the application layer. What is that application layer? The application layer tells us about some security part like firewalls, some intrusion detection systems, or some type of load balancing algorithm. Some type of load balancing algorithm apart from firewalls and some intrusion detection systems. So intrusion detection system provides you security, like firewall also provides you security. Firewall will monitor the data flow which is in your system or out, is going in or out in your system. So what firewall will do is firewall will scan it, and depend upon its algorithm, firewall can restrict the data which is incoming or outgoing from the network. Okay, that is the work of firewall. Then there is an intrusion detection system. There is an intrusion detection system. The intrusion detection system provides the security. Security means, is there any intruder, means outside attackers is in your system or not. It will find out by this intrusion detection system. So in the application layer, they will provide the security with the intrusion detection system and firewall. Apart from these two services, they will again provide you load balancing algorithm or load balancing software, the applications, by which what we can do is we can balance the load among the routers as well as we can configure the switches. Where a traditional network would use a specialized appliance such as firewall or load balancer, a software defined network replaces the appliances with an application that uses the controller to manage data panel behavior. So we in that particular architecture, what you will understand is there is an application layer. It will provide you the load balancing as well as the firewall. So firewall may be enhanced with some antiviruses, and we have intrusion detection system algorithm which is also there in the application layer. Then there is a control layer. So what control layer will do? Control layer represent the centralized software defined network controller software that act as a brain of the software defined network. So in the control layer, we have the actual controller or actual software which is used in the controller and work as a brain. Is a brain, right? So what do you mean by a brain? Brain means it can think. It can think. So how it can think? It can think related to what algorithm will provide. So if we'll say that we need a load here, or if somebody is accessing an access point of some corridor, so it will increase the bandwidth of that particular access point. Or whenever there is no consumption of the internet, so what it will do is it will stop the data flow or the bandwidth over there, right? It can configure the switches, it can configure the routers in which particular route a data has to flow. So all this thing can be done with this centralized SDN controller, and that is called the brain of this particular software defined network. This controller reside in the server and manage policies and the flow of traffic throughout the network. Now last layer is the called infrastructure layer. It is made up of physical switches and the in the network. So physical switches are nothing but in the infrastructure layer. So if you'll see this particular layer, we have three layers: application, control and infrastructure layer. Application and control layer is connected with a northbound API. That is called, those are nothing but application program interface, and these are the interface between application layer and control layer. Next is from control layer to infrastructure layer, we have southbound API, which is a open flow type of interfaces by which these two can communicate. Means this SDN controller can communicate with the application layer, as well as SDN controller can communicate with the actual physical devices or actual physical those routers and switches. So this is the architecture of SDN, which is provided by some vendor. Let's say how it is working. Okay, we know how it is working. There is a central controller that is also called central SDN controller, which will manage all those things. But actually what is happening, let's see this. SDN encompasses several types of technology, including functional separation, network virtualization, and automation through programmability. So what it is providing functional separation, means it is including functional separation, means there are different type of functions, and all those functions can work separately into the network. Next thing, what it is providing, network virtualization. Like we have seen a virtual system, in the same fashion, it will provide us network virtualization. What do you mean by that? So we doesn't have the physical switches or physical router available, but it will make those routers by itself, because it is deployed in the server. So server will be in that particular server, the software will act as a router, and we thought that it is an actual router and it is working as those routers. So it will provide the virtualization. Automation through programmability. So definitely we can do some automation here. We can do the modification in this SDN controller, and depend upon our requirement we can do that, and automatically it will manage the network. Originally, SDN technology focused only on separation of network control panel from the data panel, while the control panel makes decision about how packets should flow through the network, and the data panel actually move data packets from place to place. So previously, what do you mean by SDN is, the meaning of SDN was, there are two layers. One is data panel layer and another is control panel layer. Control panel will decide that how a data should be routed into the network. So the routing part will be done, or routing part will be done in the control panel, and depend upon the decision taken by the control panel, the data will flow accordingly. So that was the previous work of, or the previous thought of, in software defined network. But in a recent advancement of the technology, these SDN functionality has been changed to adaptive or dynamic nature of the traffic. Means depend upon the traffic, it will take the decisions. So in the software defined networking uses an operation model that sometimes called adaptive or dynamic, in which the switches issue the route request to the controller for the packet that does not have a specific route. This process is separated from adaptive. Okay, that is definitely separated from adaptive routing. Adaptive means, so there are two type of routing algorithm. One is called proactive, another is called reactive, right? So reactive type of algorithm will be done in SDN. Reactive type means depend upon the traffic, depend upon the data flow, they will take the decisions to route or to route the data. Proactive, what will happen is, will make the path or will make the route prior actually we need it. If we need a data flow, then we are making it, that is called reactive. And if we are making the path previous to that I need it, so that is called proactive. Are you getting it? So it is saying that in that particular manner, in an adaptive or proactive manner, which issues route requests through routers and algorithm based on the network topology, not through the controller. So based on the network topology, when we are making the decision, that is the adaptive one, and that is also comes under proactive type of algorithm. And this SDN is providing us reactive type of algorithms. Okay. Let's see some benefits of SDN. What is the benefit we have? Administrator can change any network switches rule. This is the benefit. Means it doesn't have to go physically to switch to change their configuration. In a centralized unit can do it. That is the, what is it? It is a centralized SDN controller which has the responsibility of this. Other benefit of SDN are network management and end-to-end visibility. Network management can be done, end-to-end visibility, because in one panel it can see what are the different network topology I have. The topology I can see the real-time data flow on it. So that visibility is there. That monitoring advantages has been given in SDN. SDN also virtualize hardware and services. What I told you is the virtualization is also provided by SDN. What do you mean by virtualization? That was previously carried out by the dedicated hardware, resulting in the benefit of reduced hardware footprint and lower operational cost. So when we have the facility of virtual hardware and services, so in that what will happen is, if we have a limited hardware if we have a limited hardware also, we can scale that particular limited hardware up to some extent. So we doesn't have to buy more hardware in our network. So what I told you is we doesn't have physical switches or physical routers, but server will make their software or their application in such a way in a virtually, so that we can visualize that there is the actual router or actual switches. So what it will provide us? It will provide us like to reduce the hardware cost. It will provide us the virtualization through which we can reduce the hardware cost. So this is also an advantage.